I think I figured out what's going on here. I think I figured out what's going on here. What's good, everybody? Thank you all so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate it. Y'all, we are here to talk about the Real Housewives of Miami, season 7, episode 19. And the name of the episode is Reunion Part 2. Okay? Now, sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late. Listen, it's not me. It was the Nigerian scammers on the Real Housewives of Potomac. And it just really threw me back, right? I feel like I'm a little bit behind and I'm going to be behind for a minute because we got the Braxtons back. Then we got Real Housewives of Potomac. And to be honest with you, I don't even feel like I want to watch the Real Housewives of Potomac anymore because I feel like everything with Wendy is going to be a lie. The season just started. Her and her husband just got arrested for fraud. And I honestly and truthfully do not believe that she even have 4 degrees anymore. I don't. And it was a little different with Karen last year, not because Karen is light skinned, you know how y'all get, but only because it was toward the end of the season. And when Karen got arrested, it was almost time for the reunion. But with Wendy, this is the beginning of the season. And so it's kind of spoiling the season. You understand what I'm saying? They eliminated her wife swap episode. They're not going to be showing that at all. And then she's supposed to be on Watch What Happens Live next week, and I'm pretty sure she's not going to be on Watch What Happens Live next week. So she kind of ruined this season. Okay? But listen, we are here to talk about the Real Housewives of Miami, and let's just go ahead and get started with that. Now, let me say, I was so ready to come down here and tell y'all that I think that Julia is lying, but I gotta be honest. I don't think that we getting the full story from Julia or Adriana. I think that Julia is putting too much on it, and I think that Adriana is holding something back, but the truth is hiding in plain sight. The truth was hiding in plain sight, and I see it. I see it. Okay? So the episode started off where we ended last week, where Julia revealed that the reason why her friendship with Adriana had changed is because they slept together in the Hamptons on the cast trip 4 years ago. 4 years ago? Y'all slept together 4 years ago, and now the relationship is changing? That is crazy. And I hadn't watched that show 4 years ago, and Adriana do look a lot different today than she do 4 years ago. She look good today. I can't even tell she and however old she is, but she looks real good today. But back in the day, she did not look as young as she looked now. Now she got some good work. Now, don't nobody got no work better than Chris. Baby, don't nobody got no work better than Chris. Chris kind of. I'm not gonna give her Kim K. I'm not gonna give her Kim K, but she look a little younger than Courtney. But she's not giving Kim. I'm not gonna give her Kim. And while I'm at it, Marisol do look. This is the best I ever seen Marisol at this reunion. She do look a lot better. Okay. Now all of the women are gagged. All of the women are gagged. Andy is even more gagged. And y'all know Andy really liked this type of shit. Andy really liked to talk about sex. You know what I'm saying? Because at this reunion, Andy seemed checked out. And although I think that this is a good show, sometimes I can get, the alliances I can't stand, but I think that this is a good show. I think that Andy feels like that these girls don't really bring in the ratings. And so he's not too invested, right? For example, Andy is always the first person on the reunion set, right? It doesn't matter whether it's Love Island, Married to Medicine, The Real Housewives. Andy is always the first person on the set. He's always seated before the women come out. This is the first reunion that I've ever seen where Andy was beat to the reunion set. And not only was he beat to the reunion set, damn near the whole cast was out there. That was shocking to me, okay? Now, since Andy know that we got some bulldaggers over here on the show, because we know Marisol, Julia, and she knows she a bulldagger. But I'm saying since we got them on the set, like we got the girls messing around, Andy is more engaged, he's upbeat, and he's asking more questions, okay? Now, Julia said shortly after they slept together, Adriana said to her, but she was cut off and she never got a chance to finish, okay? Now, Julia also said that that Adriana had been mentally and psychologically abusing her and took advantage of her vulnerability. Girl. Okay? Then she said that at the time she was in a dark place because her daughters had just moved out. Her marriage with Martina was falling apart, and Adriana knew exactly how fragile she was. And to me, it almost seemed like she accused Adriana of being a predator or trying to say that she was preyed on. And y'all play with sexual assault too much for me. There are real victims out here. I feel like we're in a day and age where when people want to grab their pussy back or grab their dick back, they try to make it seem like they some type of victim. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. You even got Larsa telling Lisa and Gertie that they're being insensitive because they wasn't buying Julia's bullshit. Okay? Now, can you have sex with somebody and regret it? Sure. But to claim that you was preyed on when you consented, it takes away your personal accountability. And you need to own the choices that you make. You do. You have to own the choices that you make. Julia needs to own the choices that she made. Julia is the one that is married.
You're married.
Julia is the one that's married. Julia is the one that cheated on her wife. And she doesn't want to be held accountable, so she's putting the blame on Adriana. You wasn't taken advantage of, baby. You cheated. You cheated. Okay? Now, the whole time that Julia is saying that she slept with Adriana, Adriana is laughing. And I don't think that Adriana really grasped what Julia was saying until later, because there's a language barrier with this show, right? Andy even said that most of these women on this show are immigrants or they're children of immigrants. And so that's why there's a big language barrier on the show. And it seemed like it was a lot of confusion amongst the ladies when she said that they slept together. And so Andy ended up asking Adriana, did she sleep with Julia? And Andy said, yeah, many times, many times. And Andy asked her, did y'all have sex? And she said, well, no, I don't. No, she didn't say no. She said, well, I don't have a dick. Right when she said, I don't have a dick, that's when I knew that Adriana did it.
You did this! You did this! God damn you! You did it! I know you did it! Speak it! You did! Yes, you did! Yes, you did! Yes, you did!
Okay? Now, Adriana said that she never scissored, and Adriana said that she never scissored, okay? She said that she kissed, and that was it. She said that she never blackmailed Julia, and she's very blunt. I don't know about that either. I don't know. You know, you usually wear your heart on your sleeve, but I know why you've been wearing your heart on your sleeve with certain people on this show. But Adriana, I'm starting to see a different side of you. Okay. Now, Adriana said that Julia has imposter syndrome. And did y'all see Gertie? See, Gertie don't really fuck with Julia. And that's fine, right? And I'm not taking Julia's side, but I just want Gertie to say it so Julia can stop apologizing, right? Because the way that Gertie is moving, it's almost as if it's coming off as if she needs more from Julia. But the truth is, you don't fuck with that bitch. The truth is, you don't fuck with her, and ain't nothing else she can do. There's nothing you can do. So say that. Ain't nothing you can do, Julia. I don't fuck with you. Say that and live in that. But quit trying to make it seem like you need more from her. Just tell her like it is. Okay? Now, I'm torn, right? I want to say that I don't think that they slept together because I believe that Adriana would admit it. But Adriana isn't saying what I need her to say to make me believe her, right? It's not what I would say. It's what I need her to say for me to believe her, okay? Now, Julia said that she told Martina about 6 months ago, 6 to 8 months ago. So Martina knows that she slept with Adriana, and she said that even her daughters know. So you mean to tell me, Julia, that your daughters know that you are around Miami whoring around, but they didn't know that you was getting ready to adopt Jackson Lucas? Julia said that Martina also knew that she was going to say this at the reunion. And when she told Martina, Martina cried.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
I
See what I'm saying?
I thought.
No, so, you know what I'm saying? That you done fucked up now, you know that, don't you?
Let's see, Julia, you's a liar. You's a liar because last week you said that you never planned anything, but you planned this. But you planned this. And then Julia tried to reverse engineer an argument that happened between her and Adriana at the finale. Adriana was telling her, I'm the reason that you're here and you owe your pay. I didn't hear her say you owe your paycheck to me, but that's what Julia is trying to say that she said. Now, I did hear her say, I'm going to say it, I'm going to say it, I'm going to tell the truth. But Julia, you don't know what she was going to say. But if I'm being fair, Adriana said that I wasn't going to say that, but Adriana never said what she was going to say when she said that either. Right? I don't think that Adriana was going to out herself as no lesbian, no kissing lesbian. But I also don't think she also didn't say what she was going to say. It would have been more, she would have had more points for me if she would have said what she was going to say. Okay? Adriana said that Julia is dumb because she loves Martina and she loved those boys and she was never going to out Julia. But since they're going there, let's go. She said, yes, Julia was in a bad place. She was cheating on Martina with a Haitian mortician, and she was also sleeping with a cop. Okay? Now, Julia admitted that she told those things to Adriana, and she said that Martina also knows that. And I don't believe that Martina knows that. If she knows it, I wouldn't be surprised. It seems like that Julia is a homosexual. A homosexual is a fluid person who just goes with a person for financial support, right? And a lot of times in the LGBT community, you will see a gay person or who is strictly straight get taken advantage of by a homosexual, right? You will see gay dudes damn near taking care of straight appearing dudes or bi dudes just to have access to them and try to win them over. And that's what I see with Martina and Julia, right? I think that Martina knows that Julia may not be fully gay and she's trying to pay her or pay her way to be with her. And she's trying to use her money to win Julia over. Alexis said that, we don't care about anybody else. We care about you. And you can tell that everybody on the side or on the couch where Julia is at is just trying to go against Adriana. And the thing is, yeah, we're not talking about everybody else right now, but she's sitting up here trying to paint the picture like Adriana was trying to take advantage of her because she was in a bad state. And that's the only reason why she cheated. But the truth of the matter is, she was fucking everybody. Julia was fucking everybody. She's a whore. She's a whore. Okay? Julia said that her and Martina doesn't have an open relationship. She said that she told Martina and she told her children. But why does the children know that because now she's saying that the children know that she was with the mortician and a cop. I don't believe that them kids know that. The older two, I don't believe that them kids know that. I believe that they knew that you was sleeping with Adriana. But I don't believe that they knew that she was messing with the mortician and the cop. Martina probably know, but I don't believe that the kids know that. She said that she told Adriana that in confidence, and now she's trying to use it to shame her. You mean like you just did to her? You mean like you just did to her? Adriana said, girl, you a whore, you're promiscuous, you cheat on your wife, and I'm the bad guy?
You're married.
Yes, baby, you're married. You're married. Julia is the bad guy. Okay? And the thing is, it looks like Julia is losing everything trying to be friends with Marisol and Alexia because everything is falling apart. It just looks like it's falling apart to me. Okay? And so Julia says, did I say that you were the bad guy, Adriana? You didn't say that she was a bad guy, but you didn't have to say it because you painted a picture that she was a bad guy and she was trying to take advantage of you. So they go on break, they go backstage, and Andy is worried that Martina is going to be upset. She said that she already told Martina. And I believe that she told Martina about Adriana, right? Which is why she's not the godmother of Jax and Lucas, and she's so adamant that she's not going to be the godmother, right? And that's probably why she told Adriana about adopting the boys when she told everybody else, because Martina is watching Julia and her interactions with Adriana, and it just complicates things. And Adriana, you just have to understand that. Once she told Martina that y'all slept together, it complicated things, and the friendship is not going to be the same. And I think that is what Julia was trying to explain, but it's just there's just a language barrier, and she couldn't really get it out. Now, with that being said, they should not have asked Adriana to write those adoption reference letters either, because you knew that y'all were never going to reward her by making her the godparents of the boys. Now, I'm not saying just because somebody writes a adoption reference letter for you that they're going to be the godparents of your children. I'm not saying that at all. But Adriana seems to want that, and y'all knew that y'all weren't going to reward her with that, right? Now, I do not believe that Martina knows about the mortician and the cops. I mean, she probably do. It just depends on the relationship. And I've seen gay couples who don't look at their spouse, don't think that that their spouse cheated when they are with a person of the opposite sex, and that works for them. But I doubt that a person like Martina, as accomplished as she is, wants the world to know that Martina is just out here sleeping with everybody. And then, Martina, you got those boys in that house, and it's given unstable. It's given unstable. Your household doesn't look stable, and you have a lot to lose.
You should have kept your fucking mouth shut.
You have a lot to lose. And that's why you got to know how to play the game. If somebody got dirt on you, you kind of got to eat your words. You kind of got to eat your words, because you thought that Adriana was not going to fight back. You thought that Adriana was not going to fight back, and you was just going to come on this stage and put this relationship out there, and she wasn't going to go for blood and talk about what you did with the mortician and the cop. And she probably wouldn't have, right? If you had not made her seem like she was a predator. But she was like, no, girl, you're not going to paint me as no Diddy. You ain't going to paint me as no Diddy, girl. You were sleeping with everybody. So, no, and that is her proof that you a whore. Okay? So, everybody goes backstage. The women are backstage, and the women wants to know who ate who and who scissored who. Now, I don't understand the whole who scissored who, because from what I understand, if it's two women and they scissoring each other, they both got scissors, right? Okay? So Alexia asks Julia, she wants to know, girl, who ate who? And Julia says that she has too much respect for Adriana to go into the intimate details.
I don't know. Take what you want from that. That's what he said.
All right.
I love the faces.
It's giving Julia is the eater. Julia was the eater. Julia is the one that ate the puss.
You got mouths on your mouth.
You got mouths on your mouth. Julia ate the puss. You ate the puss. And I think that she's the one who ate it because she's more experienced. She's been a lesbian longer. She know how it goes. Okay? And that y'all was over here eating each other. Girl, baby, let me tell you something. It makes sense. It makes sense why Adriana is not the godparents of Jax and Lucas. It makes sense now. And that's why she's just so adamant about it. It's making sense now, right? Because if I'm Martina and I knew that they happened, I wouldn't allow it either. But I could never be Martina. And the way that Martina is giving it up, shit. Not Martina, the way that Julia is giving it up, Julia may have fucked Derek and Jeffrey. She's a whore. Okay? Now Larsa goes backstage, she's talking to Stephanie, and she says that she thinks that Adriana made that up. Larsa is just trying to go against Adriana. Girl, you are sitting right next to, not Adriana. Yes, Adriana. You are sitting right next to Julia. And Julia admitted that she slept with the mortician and the cop. And she said that she told Martina. So if can't nobody on the stage hear, you can hear. And even more, I remember season 5, Adriana had like a video shoot. And Larsa said that she either saw or she heard that Julia was making out with a man at a hotel lobby or a motel lobby or something like that. And she said it to Julia and Julia confirmed it. And so I don't know if the man that she was with was a mortician, but you know firsthand that Julia has been out there stepping out on Martina. So why would you think that when Adriana says something now, she making it up? And Stephanie is like, well, I'm sorry, I got to disagree with you. What are you sorry for? If you think that she did it and Larsa think that she didn't, what do we got to be sorry for? Y'all don't have to agree on everything. And that's what I'm saying. This little gang mentality that y'all got in these alliances that I got to go with everything that you say, that is making the show not fun. That's making the show not fun, okay? Now, Russell is also backstage. I didn't see Russell there. They didn't show Russell in the first episode. I'm sure they're going to bring him out to address what he said to Julia at Gertie's party. But why does Russell always look mad? I don't think that I ever seen Russell in a good mood. Maybe he just don't like the cameras and stuff being on, but he doesn't ever seem like he's in a good mood. And since everybody's spouse is there, where's Martina? Martina, all of the husbands showed up. Why aren't you there? You want to be a man? You want to be a daddy? Get your ass to the reunion. We don't get no special treatments because we gay. We don't get no special treatments because we gay. Look, Russell got 2 kids at home. You got 2 kids at home. Andy got 2 kids at home. He at the reunion. Shit. Marisol husband got 3 kids. Marisol got 3 careless and he at the reunion. Get your ass to the reunion. Okay? But she probably trying to make Julia lose her job. Okay? Larsa said, well, sometimes when you're not in a good place with your spouse, it's easy to slip and fall. And that's true, I guess, for certain people. But again, Julia is the one who failed. Quit trying to make it seem like Adriana took advantage of you. She's trying to make Adriana seem like Diddy, and that's not right. That's not right, okay? So the girls get back on stage. And Adriana started airing it out. Adriana said when she first met Julia, Julia seduced her. She said that she told her that she looked like Snow White, okay? She said that she had nice boobs. So they went into the restroom and she showed her boobs.
You did what?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. She went in there and she showed her boobs. And she said that Julia pulled down her pants and showed her ass.
Wait a minute.
Baby, what is going on? Baby, this sounds like Beverly Hills. Remember when Denise and Brandy had a scene and they went into the restroom and ate each other out?
I ain't never seen so many dykes in my life.
Baby, what is going on? And the girls are eating it up. They are eating it up. Okay? Adriana said that she didn't sleep with Julia. She said that Julia patted her puss.
Pat the puss, honey.
Okay? She said there was no scissoring going on. Nothing went inside. And she doesn't even know what Julia's body looks like. Girl. Bitch, please. Bitch, please, baby, the tongue was in that girl. I believe that Julia ate Adriana's pussy. She's the more experienced one. Usually the more experienced one is the one who eats the pussy. Okay? Adriana, you just told us that she showed you her ass. Now, if you told us that she showed you her ass, girl, I know you saw the pussy. Now, your face probably wasn't down there in her pussy, and you wasn't probably down there eating it like hers was in yours, because I believe that she ate your pussy. But you saw the pussy. In my experience, people will deny or play down what they did with the same sex to protect their straight image, right? Which is why she was trying to say when Andy asked her, did y'all have sex? And she said, I couldn't fuck her. I don't have a dick. Girl, you know what he means. And if that's the case, then Martina and her never had sex because Martina don't have a dick either. Girl, more than that happened. And you trying to downplay it. She ate you out. I believe that she ate you out. Okay? Now, Julia finished what she was trying to say. Julia said that when they had sex in the Hamptons, Adriana asked her if she would leave Martina for her. Baby, Julia is some type of pussy eater, baby. Do you hear me? That's some type of eater. Because I ain't never heard of nobody eating a hoe and the next day asking them to leave their wife.
You got mouths on your mouth.
Baby, she's experienced. She's experienced. And Adriana, you did it. You said it. It sounded like you. You was aging. You got left by three men left you for 3 younger models. And you never seen yourself with a woman, but Julia made you come. And you said, come on, baby, let's try this. Let's try this because you're going to leave her for me. So Julia is kind of giving me verse bottom, where she could be dominant and submissive, right? So she played the bottom with Martina, right? But she will occasionally play top when she with a lipstick lesbian or she trying to turn somebody out. So she's giving me verse bottom. And the thing is, Adriana, no, baby, she was never going to leave Martina for you because you didn't eat her pussy. You didn't eat her pussy. So she never was gonna leave her for you. With Martina, all she gotta do is lay back. But with you, she gotta put in work. And she probably don't want to put in work all the time, just sometimes. Right? She want to lay up on her back over there with Martina and let Martina do all the work. Okay? Adriana said that when they was in Spain, that they was coming down the elevator and Julia cornered her and tried to seduce her and told her, baby, come to my room and spend the night. My God, okay? Now, Andy admits that before the reunion started, Adriana said that she was hopeful that she and Julia could reconcile their friendship. And then Julia said that she said, I don't hate Adriana. I was just crying into the room because I miss our friendship.
Bitch, you're lying.
Girl, you lying. You lying. You was crying in your room because you, Martina, and your daughters got ate up online. And they showed the clip of you saying this, sweetie. But I get it. That is the cancer in her feeling bad for what she just did, right? When Andy told her that Adriana, all of these ANDs, when Andy told her that how Adriana was approaching a reunion with their friendship, it softened Julia towards her, okay? But Adriana is pissed now. Adriana said, baby, do you miss the friendship or do you miss my pussy? And then she went on to say, my sweet, tight little pussy.
Oh, please, darling, cool it down.
Again, Adriana, baby. And I love you, baby, but I'm just being real, baby. This ain't giving she just patted that pussy, mama. This giving more than pat the pussy, baby. Because how would she know it's sweet, tight, and little? It's giving more than pat the pussy, baby. She ate that pussy. She was eating on that thing, baby. And then Adriana told her, this is when I knew what I was dealing with. Adriana told Julia that she broke her heart. And Adriana got up, she gave her a small coffin and she told her to open it. And when she opened it, it was a heart. And she told her, Adriana said, girl, you broke my heart. When we had that fight, I couldn't eat or sleep for 2 days. And it was at that point I realized what we was dealing with, baby. We was dealing with a lesbian breakup. These women were in a whole lesbian relationship in my motherfucking face, and I didn't even pick up on it.
You cannot trick me. You cannot trick me.
And it's all making sense. All of this getting drunk and having these meltdowns, this was a lesbian relationship. All of this, you broke my heart. And I'm thinking that Adriana is just somebody that wear her heart on her sleeves. Girl, Julia was over there eating the fuck out of Adriana's pussy. She was over there playing top with Adriana and bottoming with Martina. My God, right in my face. And check this out. When they came back from commercial break, they went on commercial break, right? And when they came back from, see, the thing, you got to pay attention. When people be on the DL, they do shit and you don't pick up on it because they supposed to be on the DL, right? So I guess Adriana, she was trying to show Julia what she was going to be missing. So she was trying to show her pussy over there to Julia, right? She was trying to show her pussy over there to Julia. So she was flashing her pussy straight over there to Julia, baby. And since everybody was on high alert, They was looking to see what was going on. And so Larsa peeped game. And she had to tell she had to tell Adriana to close her legs. Right? Because now we know that they was in a lesbian relationship. But see, if we didn't know that they was in a lesbian relationship, it just would have went over everybody's heads. We would have thought that she was having a wardrobe malfunction. But make no mistake, she was trying to show Julia what she was gonna be missing. She wasn't gonna be eating on it no more.
How do you feel about yourself now, stupid motherfucker? You could have had some pussy.
Okay? So now we are over lesbian gate. Thank God. Thank God. And it took me 30 minutes to talk about lesbian gate. Listen, we got to get over this, okay? Next, we got Kiki's package, okay? Finally, somebody else, we got Kiki's package. Baby, Andy shaded the shit out of Kiki. Did y'all catch it? Did y'all catch it? Andy called Kiki a Miami model.
Yes.
No shade, no shade.
Baby, Andy tired. Andy tired and he ready to go. You got to watch Andy. Andy has been around these housewives for so many years. He could throw shade so flawlessly, and you wouldn't even notice it, okay? Kiki said that she realized she has daddy issues and she decided to go celibate, and she's been celibate since March 2024. I don't know if she's planning on being celibate for long because Marisol apparently hooked her up with the guy and she's already planning on breaking her celibacy. And the crazy part, she hasn't even met the dude yet. All she knows is that the man got money. So it's being celibate is supposed to be a journey that you own for yourself, but you getting ready to break the celibacy and you ain't even met the man yet? Okay? She said that her and her daddy are taking baby steps. I want to know, does her daddy have a relationship with her son? I can't think of his name right now. I can't think of my nephew's name right now. But I want to know, does her daddy have a relationship with her son? Okay? She said that her dad wants her to take care of him and her little brother. So her daddy going back to Haiti and standing up for her, that was not him being protective. That was not him being a protective father. That was him making sure his meal ticket was okay. What do you mean you want him? He want her to take care of him and her little brother. And if she's taking care of the little brother, he probably taking care of the mama too.
What kind of bullshit is that?
What kind of bullshit is that? And then Summer is up here older than her uncle, child. And the thing is, Kiki gonna end up taking care of him because her mama is already telling her that she needs to respect her daddy. But my thing is, I can respect my daddy, but that doesn't entail me providing for him, his child, and a whole nother woman. Right? Why I gotta take care of him and his child? And I could do for him, make sure he have his medicine and stuff. You got what I'm saying? He ain't gonna go without, he ain't gonna be broke. But his child, that ain't my responsibility. I got my own 2 kids. I got a son over here in college. He had a good girlfriend over here at lunch when we went to lunch on the show that I'm probably gonna be taking care of. And then we got Summer. And we gotta make sure she got her chocolate ice cream. So no. Okay? Lisa said that she wishes that she had let things go from her childhood with her dad since her dad isn't here anymore. And I'm sure we'll talk about Lisa and her dad more in the next episode. Okay? Then we get on Alexia versus Stephanie. Okay? To me, Stephanie started all this mess with Alexia.
Point blank, period.
And that will never change for me. It ain't changing over here. Okay? Now, however, at the reunion, Alexia lost. She lost. I think that when you go to the reunion, you got to have your facts straight and you have to dot your I's and cross your T's. And I think that Alexia fails to do that. She was sloppy. She was kind of acting like Gertie. She had the order of sequences wrong. She was saying that Stephanie never spoke to her when she started talking about Todd, and Stephanie did speak to her, and the footage made her seem like a liar. But see, the thing is, I saw the season. And I guess this is what the girls mean when they say that they had a bad edit. Because if you didn't watch the season, you would have thought that Alexia was sitting up there lying about it. Well, she was sitting up there lying about everything. But if you didn't see the season, you would have thought that Stephanie didn't start the shit, but she did. But if you only saw the reunion in the way that it was edited, Alexia had her facts straight, so she had a bad edit. She had a bad edit, okay? Now, did y'all catch that Alexia, Marisol, Larsa, and Stephanie said that they are all 4 besties now? So Julia and Kiki better watch out. But the thing is, I don't want Julia back on the show. We could get rid of her. But Kiki, you better watch your back. And why is Kiki sitting up here talking about, I don't think that nobody's racist? Why is she going for broke? I think that she was really affected by, and I can understand her being a Black person. She's not African American, right? But she is still considered Black. And I could understand her getting Black backlash from the Black community about what went down with Julia and Gertie. And the truth is, she kind of did make Gertie seem like an angry Black woman, but I don't think that she meant to do that. Adriana said that she thinks that Alexia is jealous of Stephanie because she's younger and she's wealthier, and Gertie agrees. I don't think so. And this is what I'm saying about the alliances. It blinds you to the truth, and that kind of makes the show hard to watch. For me, if we can't agree that the sky is blue, then there's no point of even doing this, right? Stephanie started taking shots, and no one can watch this show and say otherwise. Is she younger? Yes. Is she wealthier? Yes. But we're not about to rewrite history because Stephanie got money. Does Alexia have big dick energy? Yes. Can she come off like a bully? Yes. But she didn't start with Stephanie.
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all.
She did not start with Stephanie. Now, Alexia said that they rallied around Stephanie and encouraged her to join the show. She had a lot of hesitation with Adriana because of a poem that she wrote about Marisol's liver and that she's always showing her tits. Now, I didn't know that. So, listen, if Adriana is always around here showing her tits, then she can't shame Julia for always making out with people. During the reunion, she was trying to make it seem like that Julia was a whore and she was always making out with people. And it's so crazy because girls operate in a whole different world or in a whole different way than men do. I feel like if Julia is a lesbian, is married to a woman, she should not be kissing on other women in the group. Okay? If Adriana is bi, she should not be flashing other girls in the group. Because that comes off to me is that like you trying a person or you trying to see if they with it. And it can be uncomfortable. It's not as innocent as y'all trying to make it seem. Right? Then they talk about does Alexia talk down to women? I can see that. I can see her talking down to women. But that Chihuahua comment wasn't an example of her talking down to women.
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all.
Okay. Stephanie said that she barked. And she said, well, girl, if I bark, you a Chihuahua and I'm motherfucking Godzilla. I'm big dog compared to you. And it's up. It's up. Okay? They talk about the Stephanie dangles her plane as a carrot. She did. She did. Point blank, period. She dangled her plane as a carrot. Okay? Then Stephanie tries to make it seem like the people was upset that she had a plane. No, baby. No. You was dangling your plane. It wasn't that people was upset that you had a plane. It seemed like that the woman was actually glad. And it was a relief that somebody in a group had a plane. It didn't seem like nobody was upset that you had a plane, but you were dangling that plane. Okay? Then they talk about Todd IG post, talking about Stephanie, but not really saying her name. To me, I feel like Stephanie had a lot to say about Todd, and I'm not mad at Todd. The only thing that I wish with Todd is you should have said her name or you should have left it at the playground. Okay? Then we get on Larsa. Larsa's storyline this season was Lisa following Marcus. Okay? The broke down bitch even invited Bravo cameras and her castmates into her home that wasn't even finished yet, just so she can try to add something else to her storyline. Okay? And I just think that it's rich of Larsa to call Lisa a groupie because she was following Pippen and now she's following Jordan. When you was fucking Pippen and then you started fucking Jordan's son.
Yes.
Okay, and you really a failed groupie because now you over here with some no-name, non-NBA playing, non-league playing ass nigga. Kim K would never. And I feel like that Larsa is using Marcus's name for a storyline. She's using that he's a Jordan for a storyline, because I truly doubt that if Marcus was just some random man, Larsa would not be trying to create a storyline out of their breakup with her castmates. I do not think so. Okay? Larsa said it's not a requirement for her friends to unfollow her ex, except for if it's some of her close friends. And I will give Larsa this. I can see both sides, but I'm more on Lisa's side. Larsa's world is social media. She's a Kim K wannabe, right? So for her, everything on social media is validation. Whereas most people who aren't influencers, they don't make social media their life. People have too much going on in their everyday lives to be worried about who's following who or who's following Larsa's ex, right? And the thing with Larsa, you should see it as a benefit that your friend is following him. Just in case he blocked you. Just in case he blocked you, you can still see what was going on and you could get them to scan screenshots. I had a friend, I think I told y'all, I had a friend who had me going to a nigga page to get screenshots. Then she had me on the phone trying to compare countertops to a woman that he was following because she thought the woman was over there at his house. I'm at the gym and she calling me trying to compare the countertops. And it wasn't even a countertop. I'm like, girl, look. Girl, I done sent you the picture. You come up with it, girl. I ain't got time to be on the phone looking at the countertops with you, okay? Wasn't my nigga, okay? Lisa said that the world knows who Larsa is. And by that, I felt like she meant gold-digging Kim K wannabe, okay? And Andy already knew it. So you got to watch Andy. When people get tired and stuff, they become unfiltered. He said, what is it, a gold digger? Okay? So they ended up asking ChatGPT, and I ended up asking ChatGPT, okay? They said that Larsa is not a gold digger, that it's unfair to label her that because she was married for a long time, she raised kids in that marriage, and she built her own brand. But sometimes they tell you at the bottom of it, ChatGPTs get it wrong sometimes, okay? You can be a gold digger and be married for a long time, especially if you're trying to wait until that prenup runs out, okay? Larsa started getting fake emotional, and she got to fighting with them grown-ass kids. Okay, she said that Marcus was the first person that she brought around her kids. Them not kids no more, baby. Them not kids. Marcus was the first person that you brought around your son and daughter, but they not kids no more. And she said that it really affected her kids. Girl, your oldest son is in the NBA. Girl, gone. Okay. They ended the reunion and saying that Larsa was harsh and saying that Lisa shouldn't be in Milan because of her daddy was sick. And was she right? I think that Larsa was being nice, nasty. Right? She was right. But the way that she said it, she was trying to cut Lisa. There's a way that she could have said what she said to Lisa with more compassion. And she refused to do so because she wanted to be nasty and she wanted to cut her. Okay? And that's what a reunion ended off. I cannot believe that I've been up here talking for 43 minutes. Okay? That was the end of the reunion. What do y'all think? Do y'all think there's more to the story between Julia and Adriana? I do. I believe that they had a whole lesbian relationship. I believe that Julia is a verse bottom. And I believe that Julia was playing top over there with Adriana. And I believe that she was over there playing bottom with Martina. Now, I do believe Adriana ain't never ate her out. And I believe that Julia was the eater. I believe that Julia was the eater in this relationship. And I cannot believe that they had this whole relationship in my face. But see, that's what happens when you just start watching the show and you haven't been there from the beginning. Because I would have picked up on it from the beginning if I had been watching. But listen, you can't fool me for long.
Cannot trick me. You cannot trick me.
You can't trick me. All of this proposing and stuff that she was doing. Then they had a clip of Adriana talking about how much she loved her and how she showed her true love, and love, doesn't have to have a gender. And I wish I would have saw that. How come y'all ain't tell me this? Because she said that love doesn't have a gender. That means that her and Julia had something going on. You will only say that if you was involved with her. We have been bamboozled. Well, y'all been bamboozled. I picked up on it. I picked up on it. But thank y'all so much for clicking on this video, y'all. I really appreciate the love and support. I'm sorry I'm late, but I'm going to try to catch up. I'm going to try to catch up. But we're going to see. Bear with me, okay? But again, thank y'all so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate the love and support. And y'all, please like the video. Please subscribe. And please hype it up. I'm trying to take this channel more serious so I can get further ahead. And I don't want to beg. But thank y'all so much again for clicking on the video. I really appreciate the love and support. And I'll see y'all later. Adios.